What is good, J.A.M fam? It is Jimmy.
And I am Mike, and we're back with another reaction for you all. And we are jumping on to Tom MacDonald's newest track. And we're surprising y'all because usually...
Well, this is Tom MacDonald and Madchild, and then featuring Nova.
I know. I mean, let me finish, guy. Dang. I was sitting there about to say, though, we're surprising you guys, getting on it today, the day he dropped it. I have a little bit of a time before I get into my night shift. So we wanted to jump on this reaction. And yes, guy, it is featuring Nova and Madchild, and this is his track Sober.
Well, no, I was going to say, this one's labeled like as Tom and Madchild, and then like the feature is Nova on this one.
Yeah. So I'm it's so happy to hear that Nova's going to be on track with Tom, because we always hype her up about the videos she shoots, but what people don't realize is that she is a dope artist. She can spit, she can sing, she can write. I mean, the girl can do it all. So
yeah, she was signed to a major label.
Yeah, she was signed to Def Jam. I mean, you gotta have talent if Def Jam's knocking on your door. So,
and it actually feels really weird for us to be shooting during the day.
Yeah,
I'm so used to shooting at night. But it's like Mike said, we rarely get a chance to get right onto a Tom video as soon as they drop. We normally have to wait until about Monday. We didn't want to wait this time. We want to check out Sober. We're ready to go.
Yeah, so no more talk. Let's jump into this.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved. After I did all the drugs. After I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk. After the oxys, I put up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrists and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me, then put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in a trunk.
Ooh.
This is
going to be a
track.
very personal and deep track. I like the setting of the video, like coming in like it's an AA meeting and you're talking to the group and sharing your story, talking about his battle with alcoholism and his anxiety and depression, which if you follow Tom and you rock with him, it's not something he's afraid to address. He addresses it in plenty of live streams when people ask about it, so it's not something that he shies away from talking. So this is a pretty cool deep track already. Yeah,
and honestly, I mean, to a couple of guys who've lost their friends, personal, like close friends. I've lost two of my best friends.
We've lost family, we've lost friends.
To drug addiction and alcoholism, so...
Battled it myself a little bit in the past. You know, it definitely is... This is definitely going to be a deep track, I think.
Yeah, and I like the flow he's coming into this as well. I mean, I love how he can bring a serious message, but also make it, like, catchy as well. Like, this flow and cadence I'm already
he's
digging.
Really good at that, doing spoken word, and that's kind of, like, what, like, this flow is, like, coming in almost.
Yeah.
Up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrists and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me, then put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk. After I drank till I rotted my teeth on my head, got infections in all of my gums. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb. After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud.
Damn. The whole alcohol into the teeth, rotting the teeth and like into the gums.
Until his teeth was infected with infected with gum, or infection in his gums, pretty much saying. But because I mean, you do drugs and how you abuse gum disease is something that can come a part of it. This is so personal, man. Talking about, I didn't know all this about Tom, man. Like the coke and the key, like the kilo of coke in the trunk,
or the girl, his ex,
cutting her wrist, like you know, the police until he's in cuffs. This is why I like artists like Tom, man. Like they just put it all out there for their fans to dissect, for people to not even just fans, but just anybody to dissect. That's brave shit.
After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become, I'm finding someone that I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in, fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever.
If you ever listen to GFBF, their little side project that they do together, that's definitely what you just heard right there.
And I love the lyrics to like the whole like chorus there, like fighting the war, like the whole like trying to become like the better man, like the better version.
Yeah, they never surrendered, like in their deepest their darkest moments, pretty much. My question is, if Nova's in front of the camera, who's shooting this? Like, what's happening here? Like, this must have been odd.
Maybe she
odd for that
Madchild some tricks, and like when he's not in the video, he's kind of helping out.
But right now, I'm totally digging this video and the song.
Or it could be Brandon.
Who knows?
What up, y'all? My name's Madchild. I've been off the Xannies for a while now. I was waking up feeling suicidal, but I think I'm finally starting to smile now. Man, I lived a hell of a life. I've been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million, 3 different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price. From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles. You're anxious and hiding alone in
Man.
Been to hell
and back twice. And then pretty much telling you he lost $10 million pretty much on drugs, and now he's talking about strippers. And dude, I mean, I can't believe Madchild, that you all let us know in the last reaction, that he's been in the game for a while, and he has like a group that we definitely want to check out, so don't worry about that. We definitely want to check out more Madchild, because I'm definitely vibe. I like the tone he has, man, the raspiness in his voice. He's definitely different.
His voice catches you off guard, like when you look at him, and then all of a sudden, like he like spits. It's like it definitely catches your ear.
This is a deep track, man.
Been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million, 3 different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price. From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles. You're anxious and hiding alone in my room from the world. I was pissing in pop bottles. From chart topping, being a role model, to flop records and lost follows. When I cop product, got a month's worth. When I left the spot, cops followed. You saw a photo, it was only face, cause I was 85 pounds overweight. Mental breakdown trying to catch a plane. Wasn't Madchild, I was only Shane. My puppy Lola was my only gang. Had to put my baby in a grave. I walked away from every brick I laid so I could build a new wall to keep me safe. I'm finding someone that
I kind of like how he played off like the $10 million. He's like, don't tell me about paying the price. Like pretty much like playing, you know, about.
And he was like pretty much like saying like going from like that life like with like the top models popping bottles like with like strippers to like being locked in a room pissing in bottles. Like where you like isolate yourself that heavily, like going from living like the lavish life to all of a sudden like the addiction takes you to like that extreme is pretty much what he was saying. And then did he say that he had to bury his baby?
I don't know if he was talking about the dog. I don't know if he was talking about his like he was talking about his dog before that. So I don't know if like
I don't know
because for some people their dogs and their animals are their babies.
No, that's why I don't know if he's talking about the dog or if he's actually talking about having to bury.
Yeah. And I'm sorry for pausing outward, but this is a deep track. These are the type of reacts like that make you think and make you talk. So you can't help it.
I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in, fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. When you fall down and the world's closing in, you can get up again, up again. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered.
Damn. What a track.
No, I mean, I got goosebumps.
Yeah. I mean, especially when the chorus started, like, the very first time, like, my whole, like, back, my arms, like, it was... I love that feeling when music does that to you. This is, you know, like I said, anyone that's, like, battled any type of addiction, depression, anxiety, like, you're going to be able to relate to this song and, I mean, easily relate to this song. Like the part, like, in the chorus, like, where he's talking about, like, the scars that, like, you get from, like, life and, like, overcoming those.
And then I like in the chorus also, they say it's a war that they'll fight forever, because it is. Like, even when you get sober or, like, with anxiety and depression, whatever, it's a day-to-day battle. It's something that you'll go through. Like, if you hear, like, people have been 40 years sober and they'll still tell you, like, it's a day-to-day battle. They still have to battle, even though they've been sober for 40 years. So,
I mean, for me, at this point, it's been a little over 6 years now since I put down drinking. There's definitely times where I hang out with a lot of my boys that still, like, do what we used to do, and it's hard for me not to want to go there. But I didn't like the person I was back then, and I had turned myself into a huge asshole from drinking, to be honest. So I don't ever want to be that person again. So it is a day-to-day fight to not give in to that urge and go, oh yeah, I can easily sit back and pound down an insane amount of beers and mix with whiskey or whatever. So this song definitely hits deep, I'm sure, with a lot of people, and I personally love this track.
So do I. Thank you, Tom, Nova, and Madchild for this track. It's tracks like this that people need. They write for because the thing I love about it, artists write for themselves. Like, it's their therapy.
It's their therapy, but
it's also the listener's therapy as well, especially if you can relate to it. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's
it, guys.
But if you are,
I'm glad we got this in there today.
So am I. This was a deep one. If you're new to our channel, though, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Become part of the J.A.M family. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you click on that bell so you know we're dropping new content. Appreciate y'all hanging out for this one.
Thank you, fam.
J.A.M fam, out.